Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is Smackdown Live. We are closer and closer with every single day that goes by towards Money in the Bank, and yep, I'm hyped for it. I'm hyped for it. I'm on the hype train for it now, and Smackdown Live is certainly on the hype train for it as well, as they look for success of their own, and they look to have a great Intercontinental Championship match, great WWE Championship match, and a great chance of winning the Money in the Bank ladder match itself. Here tonight, more strong matches taking place, more matches that I'm looking forward to immensely. We saw last week the Gorillas of Destiny take on the team of AJ Styles and Finn Bálor. Well, here tonight, as a result of what happened following the matchup, where after the Gorillas of Destiny's kind of surprising victory, they attacked the duo of Styles and Bálor with steel chairs. Now, here tonight, Tonga will go one-on-one with AJ Styles, as Styles looks for a bit of revenge after what happened last week. It is important for Styles to get a victory here heading into Money in the Bank. Finn Bálor was not cleared to compete here tonight, but is cleared to compete at Money in the Bank. So it's pivotal that Styles gets a win here tonight, and on top of that, gets it done in a quick enough fashion so that Finn Bálor can't have an advantage from it. But that is not all, of course, on SmackDown Live. We also have our main event to worry about, and what an interesting main event it's going to be. You see it there. It's the Dangerous Alliance versus the duo who will face one another for the WWE Championship this Sunday at Money in the Bank. Representing the Dangerous Alliance, it's Jinder Mahal and the man going to Money in the Bank, Bobby Fish, with, of course, as you can expect, Paul Heyman to be at this side, taking on the two men who, as I said, will fight for the WWE Championship. Challenger Katsuyori Shibata, champion Kazuchika Okada. These two men do not respect one another, they do not like one another, but if they've got to work with each other tonight to get the victory, then so be it. But no, this is only going to be the most temporary of alliance before their battle this Sunday. It's an interesting night of SmackDown Live. We got some interesting matches all over the shop, and we got an interesting match to kick things off here. We saw what she did 2 weeks ago, I want to say, to Sasha Banks. Now we see what Nia Jax will do here tonight to kick things off on SmackDown Live. So yeah, I wonder how this one's going to turn out for that woman, but there. She certainly seems amped up and ready to go, but I wonder how that will go for her. Anyway, here comes Nia Jax herself. She heads towards the ring ahead of this matchup. Yeah, this is not going to be what she's going to be looking forward to. This is not going to be something that that woman in the ring is going to be too thankful for accepting. I'm not too sure why she did. I really don't know what the SmackDown committee did to make her accept, but she probably regrets it already, I imagine. Anyway, here comes Nia Jax getting ready for this matchup here. And yeah, we saw what she did 2 weeks ago to Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks was due to go one-on-one against Nikki Cross, and all of a sudden along comes Nia Jax and absolutely flattens Sasha Banks, throws her around the ring, and a choke slam through the announce table sealed the deal for Sasha Banks. Banks has not been on SmackDown Live since then. Banks has not been in the SmackDown Live locker room since then either. She's been recuperating from it. It's not the first time Nia Jax has done that to Sasha Banks either. And it may very well not be the last. But here, this young woman is about to feel the wrath of Nia Jax. It was her decision to accept this role, and now she is going to be paying quite the price for it. Nia Jax, you're underway. I mean, let's be real with ourselves here. You know, for all this fight this woman can do right now, I'm not going to try and be the optimistic. Oh, what if she gets a win here tonight? Let's be honest, she's not. I don't mean to be offensive, but she's not. Nia Jax clearly took business into her own hands last week. There was something that just did not sit well with this woman, and she had to take care of that business as she just dumped this young woman over the top rope there. Oh God, what is Nia Jax gonna do here? Oh, this is exactly what she did to Sasha Banks. Oh, the woman fighting out of it though. Thank God she did. She was in huge trouble there. And a drop kick will floor Nia Jax. She is trying to fight at least as this one goes down on the outside now. Is this such a wise decision though from this young woman? I'm not too sure. The count continuing on here anyway. And oh my God, face first into the ring pole. Jeez, that was a brutal landing there. And Nia Jax just restarting the count there. And now tearing apart that announce table again. Boy, am I happy that I don't sit there. Nia Jax on the outside. Oh my God. Flattening that young woman. And with all the force she put behind it as well. That was brutal. Nia Jax once more restarting the count here. Oh, and she's going to do what she did. No, she's not. The woman count is out of it. She's able to counter it slightly. Come on, this is your opportunity. Who would have thought that something like that could have happened? Nia Jax not too happy that something like that got to happen. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Powerbomb on the apron. And into... Oh my God, into the side of the ring there. And again, Nia Jax looks to restart the count here. Into the side of the announce table there. This is just getting brutal now from Nia Jax. And this time, she's going to get to do what she wants. Chokeslam to the announce table. Oh my God. Oh my God, we're gonna need some help ASAP for this woman after this match is done here. Nia Jax has just absolutely just brutalized her. Oh no, the leg drop now from Nia Jax. Come on. More than enough was done. More than enough was done, Nia. This is over now. Yeah, Nia Jax going to make sure that it's over as well. Into the Samoan drop. Whatever that young woman decided was right for her to take on Nia Jax here tonight, she must be regretting it up and down. Cover. 1, 2, 3. What a surprise. Nia Jax wins by destroying that young woman there. And that was exactly what she wanted to do. She wanted to get that message across the best she could. She wanted people to understand just how Nia Jax works. And she most certainly did that. The victory is done for Nia Jax, but her point here on Smackdown Live isn't. She's heading over now, and she wants a microphone. She's got some more left to say. And Nia Jax takes the microphone in hand and talks about not only tonight but 2 weeks ago. What she did to this woman here tonight and what she did to Sasha Banks was a proving point. No longer does she allow herself to just be a member of the SmackDown Live women's roster. It seems as if that whenever something new comes into town, Nia Jax is pushed aside. Well, no longer. Now she's going to be the force that you can't push aside. Now she's going to be the force that will be champion very, very soon. Nia Jax's threat has been sent there to the SmackDown Live women's division, not only to the competitors within it, but to Becky Lynch herself. Nia Jax won't stop until she has the gold. Well, there is, I guess, our chilling message of the day. I'm not too sure what to think about that, but Nia Jax has certainly sent her message, and now it seems it is her time to become the champion that she wants to be. And not just sit around idly on the SmackDown Live women's roster. Maybe that's a good idea, maybe it's not. I mean, time can only tell in that regard. But anyway, it's time to move on to our next contest here. It's The Miz against Jeff Hardy. Two men who came over from Monday Night Raw in the draft and the supplemental draft accordingly, squaring off one-on-one here. Both men looking to kickstart their careers on SmackDown Live. Both men had a little bit of troubles in that regard, but certainly one of them is going to get a victory here tonight regardless of it. I mean, Jeff Hardy had his chance at Judgment Day to get his name out there on SmackDown Live, but it didn't really work. But he had to take on the D.C.C's Chris Sabin, who was, of course, just been... what's what I'm looking for? Just made his way up here to SmackDown Live after coming up from NXT with his D.C.C cast. But now we see what will happen here as The Miz and Jeff Hardy go one-on-one with each other. How will this one go about? for either man. Like I said, you know, victories are key. Momentum is key. We saw it last week in a fairly entertaining match between John Cena and Sheamus. And I wonder if the same will happen here tonight. You know, if The Miz and Jeff Hardy are going to have an entertaining match with one another. If it'll be a very competitive matchup at that. And if we'll get a good winner from it at the end of it. And someone who can use momentum going forth to perhaps mount a challenge at a championship coming out of Money in the Bank. We'll see about that. Of course, there are a lot of people who could very well be deserving an opportunity at the at the title. You know, you think about it, we've had Dolph Ziggler, I think, was the most sustainable example 2 weeks ago in that no-holds-barred match, defeating Shinsuke Nakamura, coming out last week and saying he's only going to be around on SmackDown Live when it suits him and when there is a big opportunity for him. He's not going to be here to fill in a gap. He is not going to be here for someone to, you know, for someone to just use, or I guess would be the, for lack of a better term, for someone to just simply put in a match. He's going to be there when it suits him. He's going to be there when it deserves to be used for his opportunities, not for anyone else's. We'll see how that'll go for him. I mean, in his own right, he is a, you know, he is a, I guess, a star in that regard. But times have changed between back when I used to support Dolph Ziggler and now. He is certainly a changed man as well. But you know, we'll see what'll happen regarding that coming out of Money in the Bank, I imagine. Like I said, following Money in the Bank is going to be 6 weeks until the SmackDown Live pay-per-view, so a very, very long way for things to be decided in regards to who will be challenging for what titles. But a good start here for Jeff Hardy so far against The Miz. Nothing but Jeff Hardy offense in the early goings. Hardy, who almost became the United States champion over on Monday Night Raw, looking to try and maybe get himself on the get-go towards that Intercontinental Championship. We'll see, of course, who will be holding that one after Money in the Bank between AJ Styles and Finn Bálor. What a matchup that's going to be between those two men. Miz now with some Miz kicks onto the chest of Hardy, and then one into the head as well, parodying the current United States champion, Daniel Bryan, in that regard. But he can't gain an advantage from it. There's a counter from... oh, never mind. There's a counter back there from The Miz. And a twisting neck breaker into a reverse DDT there. Nicely done. And Miz now looks to be in the driver's seat to take some control in this matchup. Stomping away there at Jeff Hardy. Miz going to be looking for something impressive, it seems. He's lining up Hardy here in position. And double axe handle. Hardy goes down. More stomps here. Miz off to a good start, gotta say it. He's turned things around, actually. No, he's turned things around from his fairly weak start, but a great counter by Hardy. Face buster there. Seeing back and forth, shining through. Jeff Hardy going up to the top rope. Is he thinking about it already? Surely not. No, he's not. Moonsault by Hardy into, I believe, the first cover of this matchup. There's one and nothing more, which might paint the scene for Jeff Hardy in regards of what he's got to do here. Oh, went for a nice nice cannonball sent on there, I believe, or something along those lines. I mean, you can call it a swanton if you want to, considering it's Jeff Hardy. Hardy now sending Miz into the turnbuckle. Thought he might have been thinking Whisper in the Wind for a second there, but up on that top rope. This is dangerous for them both. Hurricanrana from up high. The Miz's wife Maryse there does not look impressed with what she's seeing, but she's not getting involved. She usually does. Hardy now puts the Miz up on his shoulders. Miz is in a lot of trouble in this match, it has to be said. Hung out to dry there on those ropes. And Jeff Hardy already! Twist of fate to the Miz! Oh my goodness! Certainly seems as if Maryse needs to do something quick, otherwise this one is going to go downhill. Oh, Miz up to his feet, but Hardy just too quick for him, it seems. Powerbomb maybe. Oh no, counter by the Miz. Now he needs to use this opportunity to get something going, otherwise he's in big trouble. Miz putting Jeff Hardy on the top rope. Might not be the smartest decision if this backfires on him, but Miz seems to be pretty thoughtful in his mind that it won't. Superplex and both men go down. Quick cover after it by The Miz. His first of the matchup. There's 2 and a kick out by Jeff Hardy. Miz now looking to turn things around. Hard knee in the back there, Jeff Hardy. And, oh, running knee there by Miz. Whoa, 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 Miz. Miz with a sudden turnaround of fate. Could be on his way to a victory here over Jeff Hardy. He has him in position. Skull-crushing finale from The Miz. He hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, Jeff Hardy kicks out, but he is busted open. Wow. Wowee. That was something else there. And Miz, noticing the open wound, closes in on it. Jeff Hardy busted open. Something pretty bad there, but he is hanging in there. He's the charismatic enigma. Maryse could hardly believe when that kick out was made. Strikes there by Jeff Hardy, sending The Miz into the turnbuckle, and a basement drop kick there. Jeff Hardy's going up to that top rope. Has he found his way back in this from the clutches of defeat? Jeff Hardy, Swanton Bomb. Cover on The Miz. 2, 3. Jeff Hardy. What a bit of heart shown by him right at the end there to close out with that victory. Seemed as if he had it. Couldn't get that Swanton Bomb because Miz kept on denying him it. Skull-crushing finale. Busted open, kicks out of it, Swanton Bomb, and Jeff Hardy comes back with a hard-fought win there. A fast-paced matchup, but one that Jeff Hardy needed in order to be victorious here tonight. But wow, look at how that is just what one skull-crushing finale can do to you. Kind of goes to show the damage that one move can cause. It is certainly not a move to be overlooked in any way, shape, or form, and neither when The Miz gets his hands on you is his offense, as we can see right there. Anyway, we're going to move on now to our next contest. This should be a pretty interesting one between 2 men. One looking to get his, like Jeff Hardy, one looking to get a foot in the door here on Smackdown Live. The other one looking for one last big win heading into Money in the Bank. It's Cody Rhodes versus the D.C.C leader, Chris Sabin. And so this interesting night of action rolls on a little bit further as we continue on here with Cody Rhodes and Chris Sabin one-on-one against each other. This close to Money in the Bank for Sabin, and this great opportunity pursuing itself for Cody Rhodes. Both men could certainly get something from this match. Of course, Cody has kind of struggled to fit in since arriving on SmackDown Live. This feels like a few people from Raw have. Cody Rhodes is, of course, hunting after that United States Championship for the longest time, but at WrestleMania was not successful in achieving it. That, of course, went to current United States Champion Daniel Bryan. But now Cody Rhodes here on SmackDown Live trying to start a new career for himself. However, with the amount of talent on SmackDown Live, it's difficult to get ahead of the curve. And also, Cody Rhodes, I don't think has won since arriving on SmackDown Live either, which might be a little bit of a problem for him. Something that he may want to turn around sooner, much sooner, rather than later, before he winds up in huge trouble. And speaking of trouble, here come the D.C.C. Chris Sabin, the man on the left there, Kane in the middle, Christopher Daniels on the right. Chris Sabin, the leader of this faction, heads towards the ring. Ready to do battle against Chris Sabin, ready for his matchup this Sunday. That, pretty interesting and very, could very well be a likely D.C.C victory in that Money in the Bank ladder match. We've been looking at it, we've been following it these last few weeks, and, well, last week Sabin beat Bobby Fish in action, which is no small feat in and of itself. That's a 3-time WWE champion. That's the longest reigning champion in the history of this universe just being defeated there. So that is certainly something there by Chris Sabin to pull off. But he needs to climb up the ladder, of course, and be victorious this Sunday. And he also needs to try and get past Cody Rhodes here in relatively quick fashion in order to be victorious this Sunday as well. If he's not heading in at his finest form, then he could very well struggle and find himself on the end of being defeated. This matchup is underway, though, between these two men, Sabin and Cody, Colin elbow type in the corner there. Oh, snap German suplex by Sabin there. Certainly not interested in working together. Certainly not interested in a slow, methodical start now as this one starts to hype itself up a little bit. Cody now, tilt-a-whirl neck breakers. He looks to get things going for himself now. This would be a big first win for Cody on SmackDown Live, beating a member of Money in the Bank. Oh, nice move there by Cody Rhodes. And of course, someone of the talent of Cody as well can not let himself be just another guy on SmackDown Live. You know he wants to be a name around here, and he's got to do something about that pretty damn quickly, or else he'll wind up in trouble. Double atomic drop there by Chris Sabin. Hefty elbow there by Sabin. But oh, Cody now turning things around and retaking control. It's been a great time for Sabin since joining SmackDown Live, since the D.C.C made their arrival around here. Sabin's had an absolute incredible time. He's been picking up win after win. He's off to Money in the Bank. He beat Bobby Fish last week. He actually stands a pretty decent chance of being Mr. Money in the Bank by the end of it all. And that would be an amazing feat to achieve after only, what, a month? Maybe 2 on the SmackDown Live roster. That could very well happen, though, at the end of this all. Cody Rhodes now. Hooking. Oh, my goodness. He's hooking Chris Sabin in. He brings him up in the air for... Oh, dumping him down on his head there. A move that he called, a new move to debut, a move that he called Din's Fire. But he couldn't find an advantage of it because the D.C.C were providing a distraction on the outside. Saw that by the referee walking over towards one of the two, either Kane or Christopher Daniels. One of them just slid a chair into the ring, but all of a sudden Chris Sabin is back in control here. Sabin now going up high. Will this pay off? Chris Sabin from the top. Big splash down on Cody Rhodes. Uh-oh. Oh, no. The Sabinizer. And that could lead into the end of this matchup already. That could be the end. No, Cody counters it. And a snap suplex there. Cover on Sabin. Hoping that it's enough, but no. Very much so, no. Cody Rhodes, though, needs to maintain his control right now. He can't let up for a moment, or else he'll find himself in big trouble. Cody Rhodes set up. The disaster kick to Chris Sabin. And he covers him here with 2 and a kick out again. Sabin's had the lion's share of the big moves, but hasn't done enough before them for them to really result in a victory for him. Sabin counters. Hard strike turns him around. He grabs the arms and a tiger suplex there. The pace of this matchup could well be changing back towards Chris Sabin now. It's very much so been a back and forth thing. Here goes Chris Sabin. Irish whip. Oh, counted. Sent it to the turnbuckle. Double knees though. Sabin sees the chance and hits the drop kick. And Sabin flying forearm in the corner there from the leader of the D.C.C, the former NXT champion now. All wired up and ready to go. Guillotine leg drop there to Rhodes. And Cody is suddenly in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble and not much place to go. The D.C.C watching closely. Cody Rhodes, though. Oh, he can't be watching. He was dazed when that one came in. Rhodes gets himself out of the ring, but is wound up in D.C.C territory. Kane getting in his face there. And Sabin uses that to his advantage. Can take control a little bit now. Oh, dropkick there brings down Cody Rhodes. What else could we see? Clothesline missed. Oh, and into the steps there. Into the steps. Go Chris Sabin. Cody Rhodes trying to make the most of this chance in front of him. Thought he might have been recovering then, but Sabin is not going to get much of that chance. Rhodes wants to stay on the attack here. Rhodes wants to stay on the leader of the D.C.C. in order to pick up a big victory for himself here tonight. He literally walks into the midst of the D.C.C. Sabin and Daniels, they're colliding together. Daniels colliding with Sabin so he wouldn't go into the ring apron. That's the kind of sacrifices they make towards this leader. And Cody Rhodes, though, back in the ring with another disaster kick there. Rhodes seems to not care so much about what they do. As a matter of fact, he's trying to mess around with the D.C.C. He's going up in their corner. Save it up, super kick. Look at that. Caught him in mid-air flush. Popped right up to his feet. Blasted him in the face with a super kick. And that could end it here. Will that be all? Sabin took a little while to go into the cover there, but he hooks the leg now. The cover, the count. 1, 2, and a kick out. Just not to be there for Chris Sabin. However, Cody Rhodes must be very, very thankful that he was able to kick out of that one. Rhodes with some elbows, but he needs to get something more going here before it's too late. Side effect there, but... Oh, and Christopher Daniels getting involved now. The D.C.C. helping out their leader once again. This allowing Sabin to get up to his feet just a little bit. And Cody instead will decide to wait for this man to get up to his feet. And oh, just fall susceptible to that spinning heel kick there. Not too sure what he was thinking, but that was a crucial error made by Cody Rhodes. And a buckle bomb results from it. Rhodes left the door way too open and almost fell for the defeat as a result of it, but he kicks out at 2 there, and this matchup stays alive. Elbows now into the head, though, by Sabin. This is one competitive match between either side, but it is something that Sabin needs to win heading into this Sunday. Sabin up high, guillotine leg drop, he got it again. Another top rope move connected, and Rhodes, though, trying to fight back just a little bit. Sabin now in position, ready to strike with another power bomb. All tangled up in the ropes. But he got it. And you could almost see the way that Cody Rhodes' head bounced off the mat there. He certainly felt that one. Sabin now in position. Looking to fly. And he didn't get all that springboard clothesline. He overshot it, I think. But maybe he got enough to execute what he wants. Spinning kick in the gut. Sabin hasn't executed this move in a very long time. All hail Sabin. 1, 2, 3. It finishes the job. The D.C.C. win yet again on behalf of their leader, Chris Sabin. Another win heading into Money in the Bank for Chris Sabin. Is this the surefire favorite? Is this the man to head out with that briefcase and a shot at any world title of his choosing for the next year? Is this the man to do just that? We will find out. Chris Sabin has been on a roll as of late, and it could be his calling this Sunday to be Mr. Money in the Bank. After looking at it, it's a strong chance it can happen. We'll see about it, though, on that date, this Sunday, June 17th, maybe. We'll see if that'll be the case or not. Anyway, it is time to move on, because here come the Gorillas of Destiny, out together. Only one of them is in action, and that's Tonga, but the Gorillas of Destiny, wherever they go, they come in full force, it seems. The tag team champions head towards the ring, and they were proud of what they achieved last week. Let us not forget, they laid out Finn Bálor and AJ Styles in the ring with steel chairs. Finn Bálor not cleared to compete tonight as a result of the work that Tonga and Tonga Loa did on their on their former friend. But he is cleared for this Sunday. However, Tonga as a result of everything that happened, is going to be in action here again tonight, and he's going to be going one-on-one against AJ Styles, the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, the man who was susceptible to a number of chair shots courtesy of the Gorillas of Destiny last week. And what is interesting about this is just because he isn't cleared to compete doesn't mean he isn't going to be here, it seems. Finn Bálor, the Intercontinental Champion, the man who AJ Styles will face this Sunday, is in the corner of AJ Styles. That just goes to show the respect between these two and the alliance they have formed, the mutual alliance that they have formed. AJ Styles heads towards the ring here, looking to get a big victory heading into this Sunday, much the same as Chris Sabin was, looking to get that win before Money in the Bank, and much the same as Sabin, looking to get it done in a fairly quick fashion, or else he's in trouble, or else, you know, there's plenty to be concerned about heading into Money in the Bank. If he takes a beating like Finn Bálor did last week, he can probably count out the chance of being Intercontinental Champion. If he loses here tonight, how much does that derail him? How much does that put him off his game? If Finn Bálor chooses to not even bother being there on the outside, you know, he's just there and all of a sudden he just decides to walk backstage at one point, how much rage does that put him within AJ Styles this Sunday? I don't see Finn Bálor doing that. That is just a hyperbole, by the way. But all of, you know, you never know. Things could happen. However, what is certainly something that needs to happen is that AJ Styles needs to get past this and head out of this matchup as quickly as possible, and with a victory under his belt as well. He's getting ready to unload on Tama Tonga as a result of last week. As I said, you know, there was a tag match, AJ Styles and Finn Bálor against the WWE Tag Team Champions. Following the matchup, which the Gorillas of Destiny won by pinning Finn Bálor, they took it to themselves to go after Styles and Bálor with chairs, repeated chair shots into the ribs and the back. Not a nice sight indeed. And that is why AJ Styles is not, that is why Finn Bálor is not clear to compete here tonight. And you see, though, the anger within AJ Styles just going after Tama Tonga from the opening bell here and giving him no room to breathe. Guillotine, DDT there, and Styles will come flying right back in the ring. Springboard 450 there. And already the Gorillas of Destiny are employing distraction games in order to gain an advantage. Bad Luck Fale up on the apron there. And Tama Tonga will drive him down into the mat there. Tama Tonga now, how will he change things around? Oh, he won. AJ Styles not caught with that one, but definitely caught with that DDT there. Tama now up to the top rope. Is he going to look to fly big time here? He's calling AJ Styles up to his feet. Will this play out the way he wants to? Tama going to fly. Oh, AJ Styles moved out of the way there. Big time agility. Pele kick by Styles. Absolutely smashed him with it. And Styles now going to work. Turning things up a notch is AJ Styles here, but Tama Tonga wiggling his way out there. Reverse DDT, and down they go. Tama Tonga looking to retain control here tonight. A victory over both champion and challenger in the last few weeks would give Tama Tonga, the WWE Tag Team Champion, one hell of a push towards singles titles in the near future. Shoulder tackle off the top rope there. Oh, but Tama Tonga, wow. Never mind, I was going to say Tama Tonga counter, but a spinning, twisting kick, whatever it was, caught AJ Styles enough there for him to stay in control. AJ Styles is struggling here. I think he is still reeling from that attack last week. Even though he was clear to compete, I still think there's a bit of AJ Styles that is still feeling the pain of that one. And he's looking to return it to Tama Tonga, though. That brain buster there caught him on the money. Hefty kick in the back there of Tama Tonga. In the turnbuckle we go now. Up on the top rope we go. AJ Styles thinking something big here. Thinking a big maneuver. This one's going to be dangerous. Superplex. He got all of it. Tama Tonga reeling from that one. AJ Styles going after the back of Tonga now. Making him pay for what he did last week. Making him feel the same way that AJ Styles did when those chair shots were raining down on him. Time and time again. Styles now up to that top rope. Looking to fly. Oh, looked like he went for the elbows, but ended up with knees in the gut of Tama Tonga there. I don't think that matters too much, though, to the phenomenal one. He keeps on swinging away, but so too does Tama Tonga. Counter by Styles. AJ Styles now getting much more fired up here. In the corner now. Turns him round, looking for something. Oh, he's got the leg. Oh, and he drives the knee down to the mat there. That is going to hurt, no matter who you are. AJ Styles with some innovative offense. Follows up there with that basement drop kick. AJ Styles seems to be very much so infuriated, and you can see it by everything that he's doing in this matchup. Twisting neck breaker there. And AJ Styles right in front of the Gorillas of Destiny. Wants to let him know that he is just fine after last week. Phenomenal forearm. And right in front of Finn Bálor as well. As if to say, for all the respect, for as much as you're by my side, this is your fate this Sunday. The only time Finn Bálor will be cheering on the phenomenal forearm this week. 1, 2, 3. AJ Styles defeats Tama Tonga, and with that heads into this Sunday. The good share of momentum heading his way. Is it going to be AJ Styles' night? Is it going to be AJ Styles' Intercontinental Championship by the end of it all? He most certainly hopes that it will be. AJ Styles looks to be champion once more. No matter what, though, we're in for a great contest between Finn Bálor and AJ Styles this Sunday at Money in the Bank. It is a matchup that you certainly do not want to miss. Dismay for the Gorillas of Destiny there as they are defeated. However, that was revenge for AJ Styles, and he did that for Finn Bálor as well. But this Sunday, it is both men fighting for themselves as they look to become Intercontinental Champion. That's going to be a great one this Sunday, but so too is what is in our main event. The tag team matchup, and of course one of the tag teams are, well, there's no other way of saying it. They are not friends, they are not allies, they are opponents. They hate one another, and they're going to resolve it all this Sunday. It's Katsuyori, Shibata, and Kazuchika Okada for the WWE Championship. Jinder Mahal heads towards the ring right now, though himself and Bobby Fish of the Dangerous Alliance are going to square off here to take on this duo who have no such alliance with one another, no such respect for one another. That's what this whole thing has come about, because of his respect. And we'll see just how far that respect goes, really. Just how far they really mean to their word of not respecting one another in this matchup. I could see some mind games being played by both sides, that's for certain. Jinder Mahal, though, got nothing for him this Sunday. No championship matchup, not in Money in the Bank, so Jinder will be watching from afar. I imagine watching with Paul Heyman as they look to see if this man here, the three-time WWE Champion, can become Mr. Money in the Bank. This is the first Money in the Bank pay-per-view Bobby Fish has been on as a single star where he's not had a title match to worry about. More specifically, where he's not had a WWE title match to worry about. But it is still a Money in the Bank match where there's a lot on the line for Bobby Fish. Money in the Bank. A chance to get his hands back to that title if everything goes well here tonight. The chance to be a four-time WWE Champion if he wins it here tonight. If he wins this Sunday. And he cashes in that briefcase at a later date. Because aside from that, Fish has got a very, 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 very long road to go in order to get back to that WWE Championship. For the better part of 2 years, Fish was alongside that title. Fish was synonymous with that title. And so, now it has to be said that, you know, for the fact that he couldn't win a WrestleMania, for the fact that he lost his rematch, it's pretty simple to say that Bobby Fish has got to do a lot in order to ever get himself back towards that title. I think it's not going to sit well within Bobby Fish that these two men, aside from them, are fighting for that title that he held for a combined 19 months, I believe it was. 18, 19 months, which is phenomenal in its own right, but so too phenomenal will this match be this Sunday between these two men. Partners here tonight, allies never, opponents this Sunday. Katsuyori, Shibata and Kazuchika Okada, when they meet one-on-one, are going to put absolutely everything on the line in order to become the champion. Shibata challenged Okada a few weeks back, saying that for all the people who Okada went through naming about how they can help to make this brand great, Nakamura, AJ Styles, Finn Bálor, he didn't name Shibata. Shibata took umbrage with that. Shibata felt as if Okada didn't respect him. So as a result of that, he is going to beat respect into Okada, and he's going to make sure that Okada gets his respect in the worst way possible by taking that WWE Championship away from him this Sunday. We saw that Shibata was a man of his word 2 weeks ago, when in the opening match of Smackdown Live, after Kazuchika Okada defeated Kevin Owens, Shibata came towards the ring. They stood each other in the face. They stared eye to eye. And Okada offered a hand of respect, and Shibata battered it away. It showed to everyone that Shibata is a man of his word. He does not want Okada's respect. He wants his title and nothing more. That is what makes this matchup this Sunday between these two so interesting. Two incredibly talented athletes, both hunting for the same prize. Only one can hold it. Only one can be the theoretical ace of Smackdown Live, and right now it is still this man, the Rainmaker, the Royal Rumble winner, the former NXT champion Kazuchika Okada, heads into Smackdown Live here tonight and heads into this Sunday in Chicago. The ace of Smackdown Live, the man on top of it all, and the beloved crowd favorite wherever we go. All you need to hear is the flick of the coin, and the crowd are up on their feet for this man. The Rainmaker, a breath of fresh air on Smackdown Live, and for the first time in ages, for the first time in basically 2 years, we have a WWE Championship matchup where we don't have to worry about Bobby Fish. Between Fish winning it in 2016, in July I think it was 2016, and losing it, until Judgment Day, only one title defense had nothing to do with Bobby Fish, and that was Kyle O'Reilly versus Kevin Owens in September 2017. But even after that was done, Bobby Fish came out after the match was done, making that title match, at least in some ways, about himself. He always finds a way to get himself involved, but this is the first title match to have nothing to do with Bobby Fish. This is what the new era has brought in. This is what the era of the Rainmaker has brought in. And I cannot wait for that match this Sunday between Okada and Shibata. This is going to be incredible. This is going to be something else between these two men this Sunday. But right now, how do they fare with each other? Look at Shibata on the outside. He doesn't care. Arms folded, just does not care for Okada. That is for certain. This matchup is going to get underway with Shibata against Mahal. And well, these two men have certainly had their bad blood with each other in the past. Shibata and Mahal collided back at Judgment Day, with Shibata picking up a undoubtedly convincing victory, and one that has undoubtedly led him towards this WWE Championship matchup this Sunday at Money in the Bank. Let's see what will happen in this one, though. Throws him into the corner, and Shibata just not interested in making the tag. Okada offers the hand, but Shibata just not paying attention to it. This is those mind games being played. So Okada decides to just get off the apron for a second. I wonder how things will work in this one. I wonder what mind games we could see. I wonder if we'll see anyone messing around with each other. Because, you know, in the last match, Styles and Bálor were at least allies with each other for a common goal. These two men just don't care about each other. These two men will just happily go into this matchup and try and win it themselves. Counter there by Shibata. Irish whip. And brings him down there for a variation of the fireman's carry. In the corner, and look at that. Front face lock, no double team move. Not bothering to make the tag here. Oh, maybe they are. Maybe they are. I don't think that was a tag that either side wanted to make, though. Aside from Okada wanting to get into the ring, which was for sure something that he wanted. Okada wants nothing to do with Bobby Fish. He wants Jinder Mahal in the ring. We saw what he did to Mahal last week on SmackDown Live. Those trios of short-arm clotheslines bringing him down. Oh! Great bit of work there by Okada. He reeled him back in there and forced Fish to strike Mahal, but they had the advantage at the end of it there. And did you notice that in that 2-on-1 advantage, Shibata just got off the apron. He just didn't care. Hefty knee in the face there by Mahal now, and he's looking to avenge last week's defeat to Okada. Jinder looking for something, but he gets stuffed there and sent into the mat by Kazuchika Okada. The WWE champion now starting to get things going for himself. I wonder how either side will operate here, how Okada and Shibata will operate. Do they really want to spend ages in this matchup? Do they want to tire the other out? How are they going to look to make this happen? Okada in the turnbuckle just runs his body weight into Mahal there, and a big-time basement drop kick as well. Mahal trying to crawl there to Fish, and Okada in the way, getting the Rainmaker pose in front of him. That is pretty cool by Okada there. Just goes to show how little he cares. Paul Heyman, meanwhile, sliding a chair into the ring. That's the first involvement we've seen of Heyman in this matchup. Tag made now, and in comes Bobby Fish, and Shibata. Well, you better get yourself back in this matchup, it seems. Okada is toying with Bobby Fish as well. He wants no part of him. Fish is desperate to get his hands on Okada once more, and Okada's just going around playing mind games here. He's playing three-dimensional chess with two different people. Shibata's in the ring now, and he's the one getting attacked by Bobby Fish here. I think Okada also knows how lethal Bobby Fish can be. He's felt it at WrestleMania. He felt it at Judgment Day. He knows not to understate this man at all. Stomp in the back there, and Bobby Fish now has control going on here. Crawls up to that second rope, and he is calling Shibata up to his feet. And even Okada found that offer too enticing to not get involved in. Kick in the back there. Fish comes off the top rope, and a chop to light up the chest. Look at that. There's press takedown now by Shibata, raining the fists away there. But he cannot take full advantage of it. There's a counter by Bobby Fish, sending him to the mat, and nasty kick in the gut that follows up after it. Strikes and just various wild moves being struck at one another there, and a tag made. My God, Shibata and Okada are working together here. Double team move there by these two current bitter rivals who are just trying to play mind games with each other as much as it keeps on going on. Fish with a counter there, sends him into the mat. Fish has finally got what he wanted. His hands on the WWE champion. Oh, look at this. Pop-up Samoan drop there. The strength of Bobby Fish, quite scary in its own right. Single leg Boston Crab being applied here. Fish, of course, this isn't really going to help him heading into this Sunday. A Boston Crab is not going to help you climb up a ladder, but it will help. It will stop someone else climbing up a ladder. Okada now has him up on his shoulders here. Okada going to look for something big, prepping it up. Death Valley driver there. And what this just goes to show you is how much Okada has eclipsed Bobby Fish in terms of talent. He makes the tag back into Shibata. As much as Shibata was unwilling to get tagged in there. But now it's Mahal and Shibata squaring off. Shibata clocking the ref there. I don't think he intended to do that. I think he just couldn't stop himself after that big boot and accidentally ran the referee down. Neither side going to do anything about it. Okada's just happy to just watch Mahal fight. And Fish is still trying to recover on the outside. Not really that much Paul Heyman could do either. A hefty punch there by Shibata, and now he's rolled up and all ready to go. STO to Mahal. And could we see a final move on its way by Shibata anytime soon? Scoop slam down on the arm. And look at that, Okada sarcastic. Well, Okada put the arm out for the tag there. And Shibata just walked back from him. That one wasn't sarcasm. Okada wanted the tag. Shibata walked all the way over to the corner just to deny him of the tag. Shoulder tackle in the corner. Brings him down there. Okada just watching on here. Running knee by Mahal. And now Okada getting a bit sarcastic, offering a tag when Shibata's nowhere near him to make that tag. When Shibata's still trying to recover. Shibata up to his feet though before Mahal could get anything going. Sent over the top rope there. Shoulder tackle into the gut of Mahal. Flips over. Sunset flip. Cover here by Shibata to try and pick up the victory. There's two. And he got it. Shibata wins. And you look at the rage on Okada on the outside there. Shibata victorious. But if there's one place it didn't sit well, that was with the WWE Champion. And Okada getting in the face of the challenger. These two men might come to blows right now. Shibata shoves Okada. But Okada bats it off. He's going to wait until this Sunday. These two men are in for one hell of a fight for that WWE Championship. I cannot wait.